here today to give you all an opportunity to see some of the reasons why we are proposing a renovated expansion of the library for the town of Grafton. This space that you see here today is essentially the same space that was created in 1927. What has changed is the number of activities and the kinds of materials we have here. And this library was designed in 1927. It was meant to accommodate a collection of essentially books and probably a few periodicals to serve a town of about 6,000 people. And now we're serving nearly 18,000. And to do that, we've introduced DVDs, we have books on CD, we have music on CD, we have a whole array of PCs for internet access, for database searching, for access to the online catalog, and as a result, this room is very crowded. It can't really function as a reading room the way it should. There's circulation going on. There's people who come in and use this room to access the Wi-Fi network that we have. So if somebody comes to the library and asks for a place where they can do quiet study, this really is the best we have to offer them, unfortunately. As you go through the library, you'll see a number of places where, similarly, we have taken a space that was originally intended for one purpose and adapted it and made it perform 2, even 3 or 4 different functions. And the result is that while we do the very best possible job we can of serving the people of Grafton, we don't do as good a job as we could if we had appropriate kinds of spaces for all the kinds of things that we're trying to do. So as you go through this library, I want you to look not only at the conditions that exist, the things that you see, but also the things you don't see, and try to see some of the things that are characteristics of this building that get in the way of our providing service. But basically, providing service has been the hallmark of the project from the beginning. We started out by asking people, what is it you want your library to do for you? And the kinds of responses we got were, we wanted it to provide larger, more interesting, more diverse collections. We wanted a place where we can come together and share ideas and experiences. We want to have access to the latest information technology. We want a place where we can come and pursue all the various interests we have throughout our lives. And these 4 service objectives have been what has informed this project. Our decisions have been made on the basis of how can we best do the kinds of things that are going to help people accomplish these things in their lives. So as you go through the building, look at the ways in which the fact that we have a single staircase that goes from one floor to the other makes it inaccessible, it makes it inconvenient for everybody, whether you've got a disability or not, to use this library. And as a result, it gets in the way of our providing the kind of service that the people of Grafton have asked for and have a right to expect.
To sit, there's no place to converse. They have to go here where the tables are if they're not occupied. But this is all they have. It's right here down to the end. And this is the young adults. In the new library, hopefully we're going to expand that. They're going to have a lot more room. They're going to have places to sit. They're going to have computers they can use. They can do their schoolwork. Now they don't come in because there's just nothing for them. And when you only have 1 hour of books, that's pretty sad. And there are chairs to sit, there are tables to be at, but this is where everything happens. This is where tutoring takes place. This is where book clubs meet, and they're very noisy. And I know I'm part of it. It's where everything happens. And for example, when we have book club, if people want to mull around, they have to just mull around us. And how annoying is that? You know, really annoying when you're looking for something specific and there's noise going on here. Or if you're a tutor and you're trying to teach and there's all kinds of people walking in and out. It's just very difficult. Now, the librarians have tried to keep it wide enough so that if someone comes in with a walker, they can get around. But coming through here isn't wide enough. But if you have any kind of a handicap, it's going to be very hard for you to get around in here. Or if you're a child, or if there's too many people in here. You have more than a few people in these aisles, and they're full. Okay? They're used a lot. They're used a lot. And the other day when I was over here, I noticed that the bulletin board had moved over here because we have nowhere else to put it. But actually, it's kind of a good place. People sit in here and see what's going on. This is fine as long as everything's working and as long as we don't have to make it smaller. Right now, this is okay, and people seem okay with it.
And people
That's what they used to.
Yeah, and people
And it's
ask
busy.
about computer use. Public library does not filter its computers because of the Library Bill of Rights. So people who are here are using it for all sorts of different things. If you go to the school, your school computers are filtered. Kids can't get on chat rooms, they can't get on eBay, they can't go to sites that might not fit with what an adult can do. But here at the library, we have these computers for adults to use. All they have to do is sign in. We don't ask them why they're using it, and there is a time limit if there are people waiting for it. So there are these 7 computers here. The building is Wi-Fi. But if you go downstairs, you'll notice that there are only 2 computers for all the children in Grafton to use in a safe, secure place where there are people to monitor where they're going and help them find the information. Once school closes, there are 2 computers available, and that is it.
New books from C.W. Mars. They're trying to check out the books that have been returned to go back to C.W. Mars to be dispersed back to their libraries. Their hold books are behind. Right now they don't have as many as I've seen. Sometimes they have no room over there at all for all the books that are on hold. And literally they fall all over each other back here.
And they take money also for the down under books.
Down under books, the tardy books. There's just no room here to fit 3 people. This would be theirs. They bring them up here, they get processed. If any of them have to go back downstairs, I put them here and they go downstairs. Now, one thing that's...
But how does that work?
Oh, you want me to work?
Yeah.
You go with this.
It's fully automated.
It actually is.
But one thing about these, even if these aisles were wide enough for a wheelchair, this is solid. You can't take it off. This is where you put the books when they come up or before they go down. So that makes this aisle even smaller than the other aisles, which are not wide enough. All of these will go. They're built in. They will go.
Do you want a spotter?
Do you want to get that woman with the 2 kids in the carriage that was coming up last week?
Oh my God.
We did a tour last
Could have
Saturday.
planned better.
I just didn't come this year, so I couldn't come.
Yeah. What are you doing with the
This is the worst.
This is one of my favorite parts of the library, though.
The cellar? The dungeon?
Yes, yes.
I've contemplated giving those to the Smithsonian.
Oh, she does extremely well. I'm looking to see if she has any more pictures.
They've been creative, I think, with the use of space, these on wheels and
I
everything.
know, because we have to use this for meeting place sometimes at night too. In this room. These will all be gone. These bookcases will all be gone. That table won't be able to fit in there. And everything will come out to here now, which means we have to squash things in even more.
Or even get rid
And
of
where are we going to
things.
put all these books? We haven't figured that out yet either.
Or where the children come who are coming to read with Mommy and Daddy. Where are they going to sit to read?
Well, and this room has been used, as you notice, the bookcases over here are on wheels, and this room has been used for meetings and things. It's just getting smaller and smaller. Pretty soon you won't even be able to meet down here.